This is The Scoop for Tuesday.
I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines. Governor Ron DeSantis signed a bill earlier this month directing the Department of Health to create a pregnancy resource website. But opponents say the site will offer pregnant women no information about abortion. Progress Florida's Cheyenne Tues says it's part of a program called Alternatives to Abortion.
It's very clear that this website is meant to be a state website to legitimize anti-abortion propaganda and to shame and stigmatize people seeking information about that type of reproductive care.
Clearwater Republican Bernie Jacques is one of the bill's sponsors. He said on the House floor it was disturbing that other lawmakers want to add, quote, the killing of the unborn to the website. Drew says the site will only give people access to resources deemed acceptable by abortion opposers. She says Democratic lawmakers filed an amendment to include information about abortion providers, contraception, and comprehensive sex education, but were denied. The website will be paid for by over $450,000 in taxes. Floridians without access to dental care will be able to get free services this week. WMNF's Chris Young reports a two-day event will serve about 2,000 people in Lakeland.
The initiative is called Florida Mission of Mercy. An estimated 1,500 volunteer doctors will offer cleanings, root canals, extractions, and more. Dr. Paul Palo is the event chair. He says dental health is a critical part of a patient's overall health.
So many patients in our state don't have access to routine dental care because they may fall in that category where they don't have dental insurance and they don't quite make enough money to pay for dental care out of their own pockets.
The event started 9 years ago. Since then, more than 14,000 people have gotten care in various cities across the state.
We've seen people from, the single moms that bring their children in and also migrant workers bringing children in, all the way up to some professionals as well that we see.
It'll be at the RP Funding Center in Lakeland on May 31st and June 1st. Doors open at 7 in the morning, but Palo advises those interested to get there early as it is first come, first serve. For WMNF News, I'm Chris Young.
Hillsborough County State Attorney Susie Lopez was appointed by Governor Ron DeSantis after the governor suspended the elected state attorney, Andrew Warren. Now they're both running for office. On WMNF's Down and Dirty on Friday, host John Dingfelder asked Lopez about how she learned she'd been appointed to replace Warren.
My phone was on the bench with me, and a number popped up calling me, and it said Austin, Texas. And I thought, well, the last time an Austin, Texas number called me, my life changed, because it was the general counsel from Tallahassee calling. And so between hearings, I read the voicemail, and then after the next hearing, I called him back. And that was Monday afternoon, and on Thursday morning, I was sworn in.
Why you? You know what I mean? Why? How did they pick Susie Lopez? And I don't mean that with any offense at all.
No, just fine. I mean, I think you'd have to ask them. I knew the office. I knew the office better than a lot of people. I was there for 17 years.
That's the Hillsborough County State Attorney Susie Lopez speaking Friday with John Dingfelder on WMNF's Down and Dirty. Lopez was appointed by Governor Ron DeSantis after the governor suspended the elected state attorney, Andrew Warren. You can hear this full interview and hear a debate with all the candidates on our website, WMNF.org. During the presidential election 4 years ago, the Equal Ground Education Fund hired over 100 people to go door to door and attend events to help register Florida voters. But efforts for this year's elections look a lot different. A state law passed last May forced the group to stop in-person voter registration, cut staff, and led to a significant drop in funding. Florida is one of several states where Republicans have enacted voter restrictions since 2021 that fine or charge people who help voters. The laws have forced some outreach groups to cease operations, while others have greatly altered or reduced their activities. I'm Megan Bowman with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop, recorded at WMNF Tampa.